A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. A wise man adapts himself to circumstances, as water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. Be not afraid of growing slowly, be afraid only of standing still. A diamond with a flaw is worth more than a pebble without imperfections. A book holds a house of gold. A child's life is like a piece of paper on which every passerby leaves a mark. When the winds of change blow, some people build walls and others build windmills. Patience is a bitter plant, but its fruit is sweet. The person who says something is impossible should not interrupt the person who is doing it. One who asks a question is a fool for 5 minutes. One who does not ask a question remains a fool forever. The palest ink is better than the best memory. He who asks is a fool for 5 minutes, but he who does not ask remains a fool forever. A bird does not sing because it has an answer, it sings because it has a song. The best fighter is never angry. An inch of time is an inch of gold, but you can't buy that inch of time with an inch of gold. Do not fear going forward slowly, fear only to stand still. If you plan for 1 year, plant rice. If you plan for 10 years, plant trees. If you plan for 100 years, educate humanity. A wise man makes his own decisions, an ignorant man follows public opinion. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. The person who removes a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Be not afraid of growing slowly, be afraid only of standing still. It is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. A single conversation across the table with a wise person is worth a month's study of books. The more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle. When you drink the water, remember the spring. Do not be afraid of going slowly, be afraid only of standing still. A bit of fragrance always clings to the hand that gives roses. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Be the first to the field and the last to the couch. He who strikes the first blow admits he's lost the argument. An ant may well destroy a whole dam. The temptation to quit will be greatest just before you are about to succeed. A fall into a ditch makes you wiser. A closed mind is like a closed book, just a block of wood. The bird wants to fly, the fish wants to swim, and the human wants to learn. The greatest conqueror is he who overcomes the enemy without a blow. If you want to know the taste of a pear, you must change the pear by eating it yourself. The loftiest towers rise from the ground. Even if you are on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. The person who removes a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. If you want 1 year of prosperity, grow grain. If you want 10 years of prosperity, grow trees. If you want 100 years of prosperity, grow people. He who asks is a fool for 5 minutes, but he who does not ask remains a fool forever. To understand your parents' love, you must raise children yourself. He who sacrifices his conscience to ambition burns a picture to obtain the ashes. The person who says something is impossible should not interrupt the person who is doing it. A wise man adapts himself to circumstances, as water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it.